Hi everyone, welcome again to another edition of Storytime with Robbie. Hope you're all doing really well and having a great day so far and getting excited for Valentine's Day. And today I am going to be reading you the first batch of Valentine's Day themed books, and then we will have the edition for Valentine. We'll have the other Valentine's Day edition next time. And today I'm going to be reading for the first set. I'm going to be reading you We Love You, Mr. Panda by Steve Anthony. And I will be reading you Worm Loves Worm by Mike Canedo. And I will be reading you I Am Love, a book of compassion by Susan Berg. And I will be reading you Click, Clack, Moo, I Love You by Doreen Crowan. Hope you enjoy. Let's get started. Alrighty, everybody. Just a friendly reminder before we get to the stories. Please, when you comment on the video and tell me what your favorite story was that I will be reading to you today, because I'm really wanting to start to hear your feedback on what stories you like the best. So please remember to do that, and I really appreciate that. Thank you. The first story I'm going to read today is We Love You, Mr. Panda by Steve Anthony. Here we go. I need a hug. Okay, skunk, let's have a hug. Free hugs. Free hugs. I love you too. I was talking to Croc. I love you, Croc. I love you too. May I please have a hug? Okay, elephant. Let's have a hug. Free hugs. I love you too. Free hugs. Would you like a hug, Sloth? No thanks, Mr. Panda. I can hug myself. Hug me, 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 hug. Free hugs. Okay, sheep, let's have a hug. We were talking to Ostrich. We love you, Ostrich. I love you all too. I guess nobody wants my hugs. Don't go, Mr. Panda. Would you like a hug? No, I would not like a hug. I would love a hug. Thank you. And so would we. We love you, Mr. Panda. I love you too. The end. Alrighty, everybody. The second story I'm going to read you today is Worm Loves Worm by J.J. Autium and illustrated by Mike Canedo. So that was my mistake. J.J. Autium is the author and Mike Canedo is the illustrator. So So I made that mistake in the beginning video, but now you guys know that It's the other way around. All right? And here we go. Worm loves worm. Worm loves worm. Let's be married, says worm to worm. Yes, answers worm. Let's be married. Wait, says cricket. You need someone to marry you. That's how it's always been done. I'll marry you. Now, can we be married? Asks worm. Wait, says beetle. You've got to have a best beetle. Naturally, that would be me. Now, can we be married? Asks worm. Wait, says the bees. You need bride's bees. Can we be the bride's bees? Please, please, please. Yes, says worm. Now we can be married. You need to get rings to wear on your fingers, says cricket. That's how it's always been done. But we don't have fingers, says worm. We can wear them like belts, says worm. Wonderful, says worm. Now we can be married. Just make sure to have a band so we can dance, says beetle. But we don't have feet to dance with, says worm. We can just wiggle around, says worm. Like this. Fun, says worm. Now we can be married. But you still need a white dress, a tuxedo, a top hat, lots and lots of flowers, and a cake with frosting, says the bees. But we don't have heads for hats, says worm, or hands to hold flowers, and we only eat dirt, says worm. Wait, says spider. I can attach the hat and flowers to you with my sticky web. Thank you, says worm and worm. But who will eat the cake? Asked the bees. I can eat the cake along with cricket and beetle, says spider. What did you say? Asked cricket and beetle. Nothing, says spider with a smile. Now we can be married, says worm. But which one of you is the bride? Asked the bees. How can we be bride's bees if we don't know who the bride is? I can be the bride, says worm. I can too, says worm. But one of you has got to be the groom. How can I be best beetle? Asked beetle. I can be the groom, says worm. I can too, says worm. We can be both. Amazing, says spider. Really? Asked beetle and the bees. Wait, says cricket. That isn't how it's always been done. Then we'll just change how it's done, says worm. Yes, says worm. And so they were married because worm loves worm. The end. Alrighty, everybody. The third Valentine's Day themed book I'm going to read you today is I Am Love, a Book of Compassion by Susan Ferd. Here we go. When I see someone going through a storm of hurt and unfairness, of anger and sadness, when the sun disappears, the skies grow dark, and I see there is fear. I ask myself, what can I do to help let the light back in? I put my hands on my heart and listen, and that is where I find the answer. I have compassion. I act with tenderness. I am love. I can listen and not say a word. I can be there. Love is being present. I can hug and hold and say everything will be all right. Love is comfort. I can speak softly and choose my words and actions carefully. Love is gentle. I can give thanks for all I have and I'm able to share. Love is gratitude. I can keep my mind and body safe and healthy. Love is taking care of me. I can express what's important to me. Love is creative. I can know that no one is perfect. Love is understanding. I can do my best to make things better when something is wrong. Love is effort. I can celebrate those I am loved before. I've loved before. Love is remembering. I can find goodness in a kind word, a helping hand, or a shared smile. Love is teeny gestures. I can breathe in the air that the whole world shares and know all creatures are made from the very same stardust. Love is connection. When the clouds roll in for others and for me, I know now there is something I can do. I can let my heart lead the way. I am love. You are love. We are love. And with love, we will weather the storm and light up the sky together. The end. Alrighty, everybody. The fourth Valentine's Day themed book I'm going to read you today is Click, Clack, Moo, I Love You by Joreen Crowan and Betsy Lewin. Here we go. It's Valentine's Day on the farm, but there is work to be done before the big dance. To keep the pigs healthy, Farmer Brown cleans the pig pen. To keep the donkey happy, Farmer Brown stocks the stable. To keep the animals safe from foxes and raccoons, Farmer Brown mends the fence. Little Duck worked hard too. She tied balloons to everything. She hung streamers from everything. She strung sparkling lights between everything. She made hearts out of anything she could find. When Little Duck was finished, there was paint on her face, glitter in her wings, and a valentine for everyone. That evening, Little Duck greeted each guest at the door. The chickens arrived first. Little Duck handed each chicken a valentine. The chickens handed her a casserole. The pigs arrived next. Quack, quack, quack. Little Duck handed each pig a valentine. The pigs handed her chips and salsa. The sheep arrived fashionably late. Quack, quack, quack. She handed each sheep a valentine. The sheep headed right for the chips and salsa. The cows had a more formal affair and were out for the evening. Join us for the second annual Divine Bovine Ball. Formal attire, please. When the music came on, the chickens danced with the chickens, the pigs danced with the pigs, the sheep danced with the sheep, and the mice did the hustle. On the other side of the fence, at the top of the hill, a little fox heard the music. She perked up her ears and called. Nobody answered, but there were streamers in the trees. Little fox climbed down the hill. She called, yip, yip, yip. Nobody answered, but there were balloons to lead the way. Little fox trotted down to the fence. She called, yip, yip, yip. Nobody answered, but there was a trail of hearts to follow. So Little Fox dug a hole. Little Fox arrived at the barn, covered in streamers and glitter. She called, yip, yip, yip. The chickens stopped dancing. The sheep stopped dancing. The pigs stopped dancing. The mice hustled right out into the hay. Little fox called again, yip, yip, yip. Little duck was not scared. She greeted the new guest. Quack, quack, quack. She handed Little Fox her last Valentine. Little Fox handed her a Valentine right back. Yip, yip, yip. Quack, quack, quack. Duck turned the music up. Yip, quack, yip, quack, yip, quack, quack. The chickens danced with the sheep. The pigs danced with the chickens. And the mice kept right on hustling. Everybody danced with everybody until the cows came home. The end. Alrighty, everybody. Really hope you enjoyed the Valentine's Day themed books today. The first batch of the Valentine's Day themed books today. Thank you so much again for joining me and for watching. Please comment on the video as always and let me know what you think of the pics. I always like to hear your feedback, and please let me know what your favorite story was that I read today. I really want to hear your feedback on what your favorite stories are. Have a good rest of your day, and I will see you here on the next edition of Story Time with Robbie. Until then, toodaloo.